What is up, everybody? It's Copes here, and today I will be ranking every single Season 10 Backbling from worst to best. So I've already ranked the skins and the pickaxes this season, and I would have to say the Backblings were the most difficult to rank by far. Depending on the day, my top 10 would be switched around in different orders, like my 10th spot could have been my number 1 spot. So to be honest, it was very difficult to rank the top 10, and I don't know if it's perfect, but today this is how I feel. So if you guys could, make sure to drop a like, use my code COBESMIND, and subscribe if you guys are new. At my number 45 spot, I had to give it to Gunner, which is a pet backbling. If you guys did not know, this was removed because of controversy, and I would say it was removed for good reason. If you guys did not know, we already have a dog backbling called Bonesy. It's literally the same, almost. There are few details that are switched around, but it's sort of astonishing how they would think this was a good idea. If you guys look at the Gunner backbling, there really aren't too many changes to the dog. It's nothing special, and that's why they removed it from the shop. Everyone was up in arms because we already have this backbling from a battle pass, so why would we purchase this one? It just goes to show you what Epic Games thinks of us. They can just put anything in the item shop, even if it's basically identical to something we already have, and hey, they'll buy it, right? Yeah, Epic Games are not that stupid, come on. At my number 44 spot, I had to give it to the Wild Cube. The only reason I don't really like this one is because it doesn't look good on skins. Right now in this picture, yeah, it's a pretty cool, unique well, not really unique because we've gotten a ton of cube backblings before. So you can't really give it credit there, so I really don't know why this backbling was created. And also, it's even a little bit bigger than the other square backblings we already have. And that's a big factor. If it doesn't look good on skins, then what's the point of the backbling, even if it's cool? At my number 43 spot, I had to give it to the Grande pack. The only reason I don't like this one, the only reason it's not higher up, it's just a little bit too simple. Unlike the Wild Cube, I would say this one is a universal backbling, meaning it works with every single skin. But does it look good on those skins? Does it really add that much to the skin? I don't think so. At my number 42 spot, I gave it to Kitsune. The only reason I gave this the number 42 spot is because it's a pet backbling. I don't care for any more pet backblings, Epic Games. Stop adding them. I don't like them. I don't think many people do. And even though it does have cool edit styles, and I think the color scheme is really awesome, it boils down to it's a pet. At my number 41 spot, I had to give it to the Starfield. I really couldn't find perfect combinations with this backbling. And let's say I found the perfect combination. I still don't really like the design of it. It's a cool idea, it just doesn't work out in game. At my number 40 spot, I had to give it to the new Red Alert. Well, it's somewhat new. I mean, maybe if you're watching this video in a year, it's not new at all, but the Red Alert, it's just a little bit too bright red for my liking. And yeah, typically I will like something that's a little bit more vibrant and out there. It's a little bit, you know, Epic Games didn't go for the dull color scheme, but for this one in particular, I would have liked them to go with a little bit more dull red than this very vibrant bright red that I can't really seem to find combos with. At my number 39 spot, I had to give it to the Starcrest Flux. I really wanted to like this one. I just don't like the design of it. I like the color scheme and I can give it props there, but if you're not using it with the danger zone or the hot zone, it's really not going to work with many skins. And let's say it even does work with those skins, I still don't even think it looks good. At my number 38 spot, I had to give it to the Dreamer, and even though I do think this one's unique and creative, it just doesn't work with that many skins. And also I do believe this one is a little bit more on the distracting side. I think it's cool, I think it's a unique design, I like it for that reason. I'm just personally not going to use it much. At my number 37 spot, I gave it to the Claptrap, and I feel like I'm putting all the unique backblings on the bottom. I don't know why, but it just doesn't work. The Claptrap, yeah, it's funny, I guess, but I don't really care for a backbling to bark at me, to meow at me, to talk to me. I don't need that, Epic Games. In this one, he's just sitting there being his little robotic self screaming at you throughout the game. At my number 36 spot, I gave it to the tri-pack, and I feel like this back bling and the waypoint back bling are just lazy reactive back blings. If you're looking for a cool reactive back bling, don't come here, because all it does, it lights up a little bit and you can't really see it all that well. I think the shape of this one is alright, and if you want to go for something a little bit more subtle for a back bling, go for this one if you want to. At my number 35 spot, I had to give it to the Spike Satchel, and even though this one does have edit styles, and I would say I like the color schemes overall, it's just the shape of it and those spikes protruding out of it. I just don't really think it looks good as a backpack. At my number 34 spot, I don't have too much of a problem with this one. I just don't think it's special enough to make it any higher. I had to give it to the Neo Frenzy. So we already have a back bling basically identical to this one, and they're both very plain. I think the other one is red and this one is blue. They're nothing too crazy or special. I don't really think we needed a reskin for this back bling or the skin. At my number 33 spot, I had to give it to the utility pack, and I do like some of the small details on this one. It's a little bit better than just a regular backpack, and I like it for that fact. I like the knife and I like the blue color scheme. Overall, I would say this is definitely usable for a lot of skins out there. At my number 32 spot, I had to give it to the Backbeat, and even though this isn't my favorite back bling, I can respect it. Maybe it's because of the color purple, but yeah, is that it? And it is on the smaller side. Typically, I do like the smaller back blings out there, unless it has a very cool design. But for this one, I would say it's a little bit smaller, but it also has a decent color scheme to it. And I do like the idea behind it. At my number 31 spot, I gave it to the Pry Pack. And for me, I think this is a great idea for a back bling. I like when a back bling can be simple, but it can also have a little bit extra to it. And I think this is the perfect back bling for that. The one problem I have with this one, and maybe it wouldn't work out with too many skins out there if it did have this added feature, is the color scheme. I think when Epic Games first made the paint roller, they made it a little bit too dull. If it's a paint roller, I think it should be way more colorful, and same here. I think this should be way more colorful. There's certain back blings out there that need color, and I would say this is one of them. Why is this so dull? Why isn't there color on this one? I just don't understand. And I know there is a little bit of color, but the main color that shines through is gray and also black. And oh, it's not a color. At my number 30 spot, I had to give it to the Wings of Love. The only reason I gave it the number 30 spot is because I don't think it's better than the Love Wings. At first, I was thinking, maybe it's better than the Love Wings. I had to give it some thought, and I came back and I decided, yeah, I don't think it's better. I would say the Love Wings are a little bit above average at this point, just because, I mean, they're a little bit overused. They were overused. Maybe now they would be cool, but for these, I think the gold plating around the wings isn't a better detail than no gold plating. At my number 29 spot, even though I don't like spikes, I gave it to the Spike Shell. I believe that when Epic Games adds spikes to something, it is a lazy detail. And that is one problem I have with this back bling. I don't think the spikes are necessary. I do like the color scheme on this one. It is a pretty plain backpack, I would say, and the spikes don't really add anything to it in my opinion. I think Epic Games runs out of ideas, so they're like, okay, we'll add some spikes to it and call it something different. We'll call it the Spike Shell, how about? You're not getting away with it this time, buddy. But it's decent. At my number 28 spot, I had to give it to the Fox Pack, and the main reason I like this is the color scheme. The black and pink, I think, look really nice together. At the number 27 spot, I gave it to the Stronghold, and for this one, the reason I like it is because I think it goes better on male skins than female skins. It's a little bit of a bigger backpack, and I think it does work universally for male skins. The gray, black, and that very dull yellow, I think are a pretty good combination together, and I really like this one, but solely for male skins. At my number 26 spot, I gave it to the Bubble Blast. I do like how it's a candy-themed bomb. That's a really cool idea. One problem I have with it, it's not vibrant enough. Why isn't this just, why aren't the colors exploding out at me? I don't understand, no pun intended. But for real, some of the backblings on this list shouldn't be as colorful, but some should be more colorful, like this one, or a paint roller back bling. I mean, come on. Those should be more colorful. At my number 25 spot, I gave it to the jeweled cat, and I would say the main detail that I love so much about it is the eyes. If you look inside the eyes, I mean, it's just a crazy sight. And to be honest, I am a sucker for anything that's animal related as a back bling, and I mean, come on. It looks great. At my number 24 spot, I gave it to the Dark Knight cloak, and at my number 23 spot, I gave it to the Batman cape. I like the Dark Knight's cloak a little bit more on a variety of skins. Like any skin out there, I think it'll look pretty decent because of that gold Batman symbol. I really like how that stands out. I like that detail to stand out. But for the Batman cape, the reason why it's one step higher, I think it looks unreal, unbelievable, amazing with the Batman himself. And to be honest, I don't think the Dark Knight cape looks that good on any skin out there. I think the Batman cape looks amazing with the Batman. But the Batman cape doesn't look as good as the Dark Knight cape on other skins. At my number 22 spot, I gave it to the Detonator, and I swear to God, I keep talking about colors, but I do think the Dynamite should be more red. I like wearing a Detonator on my back. I mean, come on, it's a great idea. I understand you can use this on more skins probably because it's not more vibrant red, but I don't care about that. I would like to use it with red skins. I don't want to use it with just every skin out there so it looks decent. I would rather have it look great with just red skins. At my number 21 spot, I gave it to Geode? I don't know how to pronounce this one, but this shape is so odd. I don't really get it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what a Geode is, but I like it. At my number 20 spot, I gave it to Tom Com. This is another universal back bling in my opinion. I think it works with every skin. It does have a very simple color scheme, but I like the take on the tomato. The tomato is deadly, guys. Watch out. At my number 19 spot, I gave it to the bladed bag, and this one actually has a lot more detail than I ever really realized, and I think that's why I like it. I think the gold, red, and black look amazing together, and I love those little knives in there. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Something for a ninja knives? I'm gonna call them ninja knives. The ninja knives. At my number 18 spot, I gave it to Takeout, and I'm glad that they made this look like a regular backpack. And something that's very small that you might not notice, if you look at the shotgun shells, the red part is on the left side with the ketchup, and the right part is the top of the shotgun shell. It's yellow, just like the mustard. I don't know, it's a small detail, but I really like that about it. At my number 17 spot, I had to give it to the Cryo Hops. And come on, guys, I've already told you I like animals on my back. Put as many animals on my back as you possibly can. This angry little rabbit, he looks awesome. How can you not be his friend? At my number 16 spot, I gave it to the Star Shot, and this one is a simpler version of the Ice Mantle in a way, I guess. I know they're never gonna recreate the Ice Mantle. That to me is probably a perfect back bling, but it's close enough and you can use it with a variety of skins. At my number 15 spot, for probably a surprising one, the Containment Pack. This one just works great with blue skins. It looks like maybe that color blue would work with a specific skin, but it actually works with every single blue skin, which is kind of shocking to me. I don't know how they did that, but inside that container, whatever that is, it's constantly changing blue, making it work with every blue skin. And I mean, the layout of this back bling is pretty cool as well. At my number 14 spot, I had to give it to the Toxic Kitty, and the main reason I like it is because of that kitty gas mask. I know it's not an actual pet, but it makes me think of pets. And I really like the color scheme on this one. I like the red, I like the yellow, and then whatever color, the brownish gray? I don't know, but the layout of it's a very simple back bling, and it works with a lot of skins. At my number 13 spot, I gave it to Cheesy, and this one sort of reminds me of the Sunflower back bling. It's very, very tiny, and you could probably use it on any skin. The color doesn't really matter. I don't know why I like this one so much. Maybe because it is so tiny and we rarely get those. At my number 12 spot, I gave it to the Bronto bag, and even though it's so hard to find combinations with this one, I don't care. I like dinosaurs, I like the color purple, I like tails in this game for some reason. I don't know why, but that's a combination of everything I like put into one. At my number 11 spot, I gave it to the Turbo Coil, and even though this one might not necessarily work out with a ton of skins, the ones it works out with, which are a select few, It looks great on. And to me, this is weirdly similar to the Claptrap in the way that it's actually animated in some sense. It has moving parts inside of the game, unlike most Backblings. And this one, I actually think is dope. At my number 10 spot, I gave it to the Heartless, and even though I don't like it more than the OG Heart, I think it's a pretty interesting take on it. At my number 9 spot, I gave it to the Rogue Spider Shield, and can you really dislike shields in this game? I think they're always dope. I like the OG Spider Shield, but to be honest, if I had to pick one, I would probably pick the Rogue Spider Shield. The white and green and gray, I think they work out really nicely together. At my number 8 spot, I had to give it to the Rift Rock, and I would say this is an example of a good Backbling that is Fortnite themed. Unlike the Wild Cube, which I think protrudes way too far out of your back, this one fits in there nice and snug. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but it's still kind of like a replica of Fortnite, which I think is really cool. And I think they should do it more often, but actually make the Backblings cool. Don't make them into a square or a cube. At my number 7 spot, I gave it to the Primal Danger, and I think this is a little bit of a bigger version of the Wolf Pack. And for Epic Games, I do think they try to reskin or recreate something that was very popular a lot of the time. But this one, it's just a deadly badass take on the Wolf Pack. At my number 6 spot, I had to give it to the Laser Wings, and I absolutely love these ones. It could have been number 1 on any given day. I know it doesn't work out with every skin, but it works out with yellow, orange, maybe even white, black, gray. So there's a lot of options out there, but I would say these are absolutely amazing, and I really like how they stand out on your skin. But if you find that right yellow color, like I would say the Codename Elf has that very yellow hair, it fits in perfectly and you almost don't even notice it's there. At my number 5 spot, I had to give it to the Dark Shield, and again, this one probably could have been number 1 on any given day. The only problem I really have with it, it's not gonna work out with every skin. It's not gonna work out with many skins out there. You're gonna have to find a very select few skins, and then it'll work, and then it'll look great. And this is a better take than the Wild Cube on a Fortnite themed item. That's what I think. At my number 4 spot, I gave it to the Moose. It's a very creative idea, and guys, come on, a moose boxing, that's cool. Not only do you have an edit style where you can change the color, I think that's great as well, but the moose, he's covering up his eyes. He's covering up part of his face with those boxing gloves. He's about to go to town. At my number 3 spot, I had to give it to the Exo Spine, and I know Epic Games remade this one because of the Spectral Spine, I'm pretty sure it's called. But spine backblings in this game, it sounds so weird. Spine backbling, like what am I saying? But they look great. I love the Spectral Spine. This one's a little bit longer. It almost looks like a tail you're wearing, but I do like both of the colors on this one, and I love it, guys. I really do. More spines, Epic Games. At my number 2 spot, I gave it to the Dragon Crest. Guys, come on. It's a great shield. It just is. And you have 3 different color schemes you can work with. There's just a ton of variety with this Backbling and the combos you can make. And also, it sort of looks like one dragon. It maybe could be one dragon, but the design is 2 dragons. But if you look at it a certain way, it could be one dragon. I don't know. Just look at it for a while. You'll know. At my number 1 spot, guys, it's a pet. Can you guess? The Xenopod. Well, are octopuses? That sounds weird. I don't know if that's right. But guys, it's a deadly version of an octopus. And that's really it. I like the color scheme on it. I like that it's digital instead of a real octopus. Even though I would like a real octopus, don't get me wrong, this one is a dope take on an octopus, and I'm glad for it, guys. I love it. I love it. Just like I love the Shiro. I love just so many different pets that aren't actually pets. Guys, I missed out on 4 different Backblings: the game plan, atmosphere, paint pack, and trophy sack. So those will not be ranked because the video is already edited. So I'm going to just give them a score from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. I would say game plan would definitely make the top 10. I love how creative it is, and it's such a great idea. I'd probably give that one an 8 out of 10. For atmosphere, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. I really love how simple it is, and it's just got a very cool color scheme. For the paint pack, I would probably have to go for a 5 out of 10. I personally don't like anything spray paint themed. It's usually pretty bad. And for the trophy sack, I actually do like it a little bit more than I thought I would. I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10, 0.5 below atmosphere. I think that's a fair score, but I'm sorry guys, wasn't able to rank these. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Tell me what you guys think. Do you have any different ideas on what Backbling is the best? If you differ from my list, I mean, you're definitely wrong. But thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, guys. Use my code COBESMIND. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.